what changed his entire day in existence. So, in the poem, the author obviously was having a bad day, but we don't know the cause of the reason for his bad day. So, when he came, he sat near a hemlock tree, and then there was a crow. Both of these things, see, the hemlock tree is a poisonous tree, and the crow is obviously like bad, and most of us signify this bad thing. So, but because the crow shaked the tree a little bit, and it was winter time, a little bit of snow came into him. He was like, okay, I'm happy now. So, next is the thing is, it can be a person or an experience of anything. So, for example, I met a new person, and at first I thought, okay, this person isn't that good. Okay, she's like a okay kind of friend. But then me,
everyone. Today I chose the topic, don't judge a book by its cover. So what does it mean by this? So don't judge a book by its cover means that you don't just look at a book by its appearance. You have to look inside it and find the real meaning and the true personality of that book. So imagine being like a scary person or like a scary person or like a big tall person. And then somebody is like staring at you. You feel very judged, right? You feel very judged, and you feel very sad because you felt like they're judging at you or being scared of you. And we shouldn't just judge people by their appearance. We should just get to know them first, and then find out their true personality. One may look cold on the outside, but once you get to know them, you may find out that they are just like a good person who's very kind, who loves to take care of their friends, and yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, good morning, hi and konnichiwa. Today I will be speaking about the lesson chapter after 20 years. In this chapter there are two old great friends that have an appointment after 20 years. He's like a policeman was just he was just roaming around the streets looking for crime, looking for trouble, and then he saw this old guy, very suspicious old guy with a cigar, the smoking thing, with his not even lighted. He's going to use it, and it's pretty rainy, and so nobody's outside. So you can say it is depeopled. Nobody's outside, like few people. So he goes out. The policeman scouts the surrounding. This guy's like he's like this. Like a very suspicious guy who's selling drugs or like that. So over there, the guy who's very suspicious, he says that oh officer, don't misunderstand me. I'm just waiting for my friend who we met 20 years ago. After 20 years, we need to meet now. Okay, very good, very understandable, explainable thing. So he's just waiting over there. He's like, okay, so officer, here's the deal. My friend is there. We need to meet over here after 20 years. We will share our achievements. And then the policeman who's scouting is actually the guy who's supposed to be there. He's undercover. The guy, the suspicious man, does not recognize him. He's actually the friend. And then he goes out of there. He understands the story, and then he calls another guy. And then he says, "Oh, Jimmy, Bob, like that." They reunite, and then they share their accomplishments. I worked here, I work here. I got a lot of fortune. So the guy who's suspicious, he's.
What's your topic?
invisible.
If I were invisible, okay. Yeah. Go ahead and become invisible now. Come. Okay,
Let's
lesson.
Good afternoon to everyone. My name is Pratna, and so today I am going to talk about the topic if I were invisible. So the first thing, if I was invisible, I would go direct to my best friend's house and give one punch. Because she left me, and I'm still in a very sad mood, but still she left for a good thing. Second, if all my enemies, I would have give one slap to everyone. Why having hatred with me? That would be the second thing. Third, I would like to, like, in research papers I got very low marks. I would like to pass it to a very good mark, at least 15 above. And I think
Change my
being
marks. Change my marks.
yeah. Being invisible is an advantage, but at the same time it's a disadvantage. When you are in the real life, these are all struggles you have to go through. As before also I told, you should not go through life, you have to go through life. Each and every stage, there are many struggles you have to go through. So, yeah, these are the main things I would like to do when I'm...
Okay, thank you.
Explain about the agony and the helplessness of a caged tiger who lives in the zoo. So the poet explains that if the tiger was not confined in a cage and was just a free animal, he would run or hide in the tall grass, maybe to catch some like juicy prey, and would terrorize the locals of the village in the near the forest area. But unfortunately, because he was stuck in a cage, this was just his fantasy, and he was just stuck in a small isolated cage, feeling helpless. And the tiger was being described as feeling angry, powerless, and helpless. Helpless because he was sorry.
No problem. You can take a breath and speak again.
So hi everyone. So today I got the topic. If I had one day to live, what would be the thing that I would be doing like as the last day? Okay. So obviously I'm only 14, so I have so many things that I would love to do. And if I knew like I only had one day to live, obviously the first thing on my bucket list is that going skydiving when I'm 18. But you can't do that unless you're 18 in UAE. So I don't think I can do that if I had only one day to live. So probably go to like another country that I've never visited. So for example, Switzerland. If you guys have not seen the images of Switzerland, you'll fall in love with it because it's so pretty. And I would obviously love to visit and see all the places, but I don't think it will happen in one day. So that's the issue. But still visiting places, because traveling is one of my biggest ambition. Seeing all the places around the world, and whatever God has created, all the beautiful places God has created is like my number one ambition. So yeah.
Come.
Good morning, my name is Abiha, and I will be speaking on the topic, my favorite pastime or hobby. So, one thing whenever I think of my favorite pastime or hobby is reading, because that's what I do literally every day. I read when I'm on the plane, I read while driving, traveling, and in my bed, I read all day, everywhere. So I think reading is a good habit. Story reading, I read books, stories, novels, very much without pictures. Next, if I think I really like singing for some reason, I do that whenever I have free time, whenever I'm working or cleaning around. Another one is dancing, very unusual of me, but I do a lot in my free time. Again, I practice a lot these days. And
Good. Thank you.
Pollution can slow climate change, meaning that it can keep the planet cooler. Pollution is a source that is created by human activities. Pollution can be in the form of a substance or an energy. Fact number 1. In 2015, 9 million people died due to pollution. Whoa, that's a huge number, don't you think? I think that's more than
Today I want to speak on the topic hard work is the key to success. Today I'm going to talk about hard work is the key to success. You can't have anything in life without working for it. And if you get something without working for it, it's only temporary and it won't sustain. In some point of your life, you have to work. And if you don't work hard, you will not achieve anything that you want to achieve, and you will not get anything. If you just wait, sit in your sofa, eat chips and sit in your sofa while watching TV and not do anything, you won't get any success. You should go out. You should go and work and go to achieve your goal. The goal won't come to you. You have to go to it.
It's about internet advantages. If we about stuffs that we don't know, and it helps us it tells us everything, and it helps us check our
Content is why should we honor our parents. Our parents gave us birth and they took care of us since we were a child. They provided us with whatever we want, and they are our first teacher. And they do everything for us. So we should honor our parents.
Okay, thank you.
Don't judge the book from its cover. As always, we know we can't judge any person. We can't judge the book from its cover. As well, we can also judge what people are from their first our first meeting with them. We first should know them, and you should know them well, and to choose friends very well. As don't, if friends from the first time is good, maybe the second time maybe not.
Good. Okay, thank you.
If I was invisible,
Loud.
if I was invisible, I would go to like my friend's house, like I would practice with them, like throwing things, and try to prank them, and I try to go to the mall and practice with some stuff. I would go to some amusement park and ride like stuff freely and try to do things that I couldn't do before.
That's it.
I don't know.
Don't know?
Today my topic is
Action speaks louder than the words. If our action is too bad to someone, it will hurt them a lot. And by words, it won't hurt a lot. My topic is on if I were invisible. If I was invisible, I would go to any mall and take any
Mall, huh? Okay. No. You.
My topic is if you knew you had only one day to live, what would you do?
If you had one day to live, what would you do? Yeah.
I would, if I had only one day to live, I would like to experience all the things that I haven't experienced or didn't have a chance to experience before. I would like.
My topic is advantage of internet. Internet is already advantageous to us as it has a lot of information. Our worldwide things happening on day to day, news, sports, and every other kind of activity. Internet is very helpful to us in monitoring our health monitoring our health, and to keep us entertained. Internet help us to study. So they help us in many ways. Internet always over usage of internet is bad, but still internet has a key to future.
Okay, thank you.
My topic is internet advantage. The advantages of internet.
Good morning to all of my dear friends. So today I'm gonna present a speech about honesty is the best policy. We all know to be honest. We all should speak honestly and truthfulness. Even our parents taught us to be a good citizens and a good human being. So in my view, like one exam time, one teacher told me to write. She was correcting that one, and at that time she told me to rewrite. And so you'll get 20 because 1 mark was gone. So I don't want that mark because that's not correct, it's unfair. So I told this incident to my mom. My mom she gave me a clap and a hug too. So honesty is the best policy. Thank you.
Before in the past, we have seen many countries which used to respect on the basis of color, caste, religion, and more. Now we think that we are equal, but many of the places they still continue these old processes. I want to just say that the color, religion, and the other things doesn't matter. At last, we are being buried in the sand. Everyone is being buried in the same sand, and everyone is has the equal rights to. They should get their equal rights. So, discrimination is not acceptable in human beings because if
people, those who are doing hard work, but they don't reach the success. But they should try until they reach the success, and after you reach the success, you will feel that what I have done was into success. So in our life we do many works, but for success we need to hard work, and if you want to get into a position, you should always hard work. If you are trying like a little bit and if you just lose, then it's not it's not said as hard work. It's like if you do more hard work only, you will be in success.
Good morning, my friends and my teacher. My name is Yasser Muhammad, and I will be speaking about the best day of my life. Even though I've had a lot of really good days in my life, this day I really consider it a very special day. It was basically a Eid, and we went to the mall. I went to the mall with my friends, and we had a lot of fun. And we went to the market. We bought some candy and some food, and we ate at the food court, and it was very fun. Then we went to play at the fair, and we were also playing like hide and seek at the mall. And then when we left back home, we completed playing at my friend's complex, and we had so much fun. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Ray. Today I'm going to talk about the chapter Lost Child. This story is about a child who gets lost and after losing his parents because he wanted the things which was in front of him. He wanted the toys, balloons, or sweets, and he wanted to listen to the music of the snake charmer. But he gets so carried away that he lost his parents and forgot all about it. After that, he started crying and was hopeless. But one man from the throng came and helped him and listened to him. And he tried to take to the places that he wanted the most. He wanted to buy him sweets and take him to the rides at this roundabout. But the story ends when he couldn't find his parents.
That's it.
Praying, and no problem if he came and the old people said for me good words about my praying, and then you came back.
Good morning, my dear friends and respected teacher. Myself, Sania Hassan. Today I'm going to give an extempore speech on the topic importance of kindness. Kindness is something that's really special that comes within a person. And I will give an example which happened with me. First, when I was going on my street, that time I saw a woman. Then I helped her by giving her money. Even though my father, he was like kind of busy and talking, I asked him for money and he was like, I don't have coins. And then what I did, I went to the car by myself. Then I took some coins from there and I gave it to the woman. The next day, she prayed for me. Then the next day, I could not believe some best moments happened in my life, which I never had, I never experienced in my life. So I'll give a moral: what goes around always comes around. Back to you.
Today I am going to speak about the topic if I had a superpower. If I had a superpower, I would cheat in the exam. I would go in the time when there is exam, I'll take the question paper, I'll learn all the questions and I'll come in the exam and then I will cheat and write all the answers.
That's cheating.
Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, people. Today my topic is if I had a superpower. If I had a superpower, it would be for teleportation and time travel. Not time travel, time pausing or whatever. You know what I mean. So what I'm saying is, if I had a superpower of teleportation, I would start a new business in which I can transport people for cheap. Time travel means I know which questions are coming for the exams. I can go back in time and study. So my father doesn't have to give the time. Yeah, that's all. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, importance of reading by Jana.
Good morning. Today I'm going to speak about the importance of reading. Reading helps you to improve your focus and your communication skills. It can also help you improve in your mental health and relieve stress by lowering your heart rate. And if you keep reading a book 6 minutes per day, it can relieve stress by 68%, and you can feel calm. Reading allows you to learn new things and to help you succeed in your work or relationships. Now, there's a lot of benefits you'll get from reading, like you find yourself more focused on your knowledge and writing skills. Reading also prevents depression and Alzheimer's. Thank you.
Thank you, Jana.
Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Sama. I'm studying in Grade.7C. So today I'm going to talk about the chapter The Arrow and the Sound. It's a poem written by the poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. It tells us about hurting and loving our friends. So the poet starts the poem by telling us that one day he shot an arrow into the air, but the arrow moved so swiftly that the poet's eyes couldn't follow it. And at the same day, he also sang a song, and he also lost the song because no one has such strong eyesight to follow words. Later on, however, he found the arrow in an oak tree and it was still unbroke. Now that arrow represents the harsh words that we say and remain in someone's heart for a really long time. And he also found that song in a friend's heart. Now this song represents all the good words of comfort that we say and stay in a friend's heart for a long time. So moral of this poem is to always be careful with your words because everything you say stays in someone's heart for a long time. And my opinion is that I really like this poem because I'm gonna actually use it in my daily life because I've actually experienced that, and everything bad that has been told to me has made me insecure about myself and about my life, and everything good makes me smile every day. So thank you.
There's an old saying going that honesty is the best policy. In most cases, I agree that honesty is the best. If we lie about something, we will have to lie about it 100 times more and continue and never reach the truth. But one day the truth will surely come out. But honesty is not the best in every possible situation. Sometimes it is even better to lie. For example, let's say if you lost something of your friend, it means a lot to them. If you tell them the truth, they will be very sad. But if you lie to them for a bit and then you later find them, they will be more happy. There are such cases where honesty is not the best
Thank you so much.
This speech. My topic is technology was simpler in old.
Life was better when technology was simple. Yeah.
In order, in past, technology was simple and was very easy to use. But nowadays, technology has improved to be sometimes threat and useful. In many cases, in medical situations, technology has been proven to be very useful for completions and another medical uses and etc. And the disadvantages of technology nowadays is that cyberbullying, viruses, etc. like that. And this could really affect one's personal mind, mental situation, etc. like that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
A very good morning to all. Today I'm going to speak on the topic Little Nemo and My Secret Beer. In here my opinion is we have to conserve water. Yes, we must have to conserve water. It is because the water is so precious. In the story, grandfather wants to convince Nemo to save water, but Nemo is so smart that he himself pointed out grandfather is the one who wastes water every day in the morning while shaving, although he was a water warrior. This made the grandfather so astonishing that he himself kept the beer not to waste water again. In the case of we humans, we always waste water. If we think of the poor are suffering and starving without a drop of water. And it's not that much complicated when we can save water. But it's very much complicated when we waste water. So there will be
Such a topic now.
Greetings one and all. My name is Neelakantan Kannan and today I will be speaking on the topic, if I had superpowers, what can I do? Now it depends on what the superpower I receive is. For example, if I get flying, if I was able to fly, I don't think I'll go out of my way to go and do what these superheroes normally do, go and save people. If it is nearby, I might do it, I might not. It depends on me. I don't think I'll go out of my way, force myself into doing that. But at the end of the day, it actually depends on what superpower I have. If it is something that's happening nearby, close to me, I'll go out, help them out, help to resolve the issue, and have peace at the end of the day. But then if I have something like, for example, invisibility, I might not use it, I might use it, it depends on the situation. If I get into a tough or, hideous situation, I might need to use it to get out of that situation, or I might put use to that superpower to get out of the situation or resolve the situations that might be going on. Yes, that's it for my speech. Thank you and have a nice day.
Okay, that was great. Gave him a great hand.
The sentence referred to as the tiger is walking back and forth in the cave. This is actually a scientific reason because tigers are used to walking 40 to 50 miles a day. So they are walking walking back and forth. And they walk like this because they need to mark their territories, and sometimes they don't find food in their territories. So they have to go to the other territories and they have to challenge the other territory tigers. So sometimes they can lose their life in this. Better thing is just get their food from the zookeepers. And these zoos protect the tigers, and tigers won't have to fight in the zoo, as they have their own enclosures, they get their own food on time, and everything is happy for them. And these zoos help in breeding these tigers, which helps them not to endanger. Like, does anyone know what's a golden tiger?
Start. Good morning, my name is Omar. Today I will tell you that story that's named The Merchant of Venice. Once upon a time there was a man whose name Shylock. Shylock, he was a money lender, he was very rich. There was his friend Antonio. Shylock, he was always hating Antonio, and there was another man, his name Bassanio. having any money. So he asked it from Antonio. Antonio, he was not having any choice. He go and ask it to Shylock. Shylock, he agreed, but with an thing. He should sign a bond that he said. It said that he should give him 3,000 ducats. If he didn't give him it, he will cut up a pound of flesh from Antonio. And the thing that I get surprised from it, that Antonio, he had agreed. And now Antonio he knew that his ships will come, so that he can give him 3,000 ducats. But the next day there was a news that he knew that his ships will not arrive due to a storm. Then he knew that he will not be able to.
Good morning, everyone. So today I am going to tell you about the Merchant of Venice. In this story, there were two merchants named Shylock and Antonio. Shylock was a hard-hearted man, whereas Antonio was a kind man. Antonio's best friend was Bassanio, who wished to marry a rich heiress, and then for that, Bassanio went to Antonio and requested 3,000 ducats. At that time, Antonio didn't have that much money, so they went to Shylock and requested 3,000 ducats. Shylock gave them the money, but with a bond. And if Antonio didn't repay the money, he had to sacrifice a pound of flesh. Then, in all this time, that the rich heiress and Bassanio was married. The rich heiress' name was Portia. When she got to know about the bond, she discussed it with Bellario, who was a counselor in the law. Then, Portia and her maid Nerissa went to the court and they brought men's clothes. They made a plan. Portia looked at the bond and she noticed something. She said, "Wait a little, there is something else. This bond didn't give you any drop of blood."
I love the merchant of Venus because they were good people and intelligent people, and there were a very good friendship between them. And I think about, and we should think about the words before we spit it out of our mouth, because we can't take it again to our mouths. And before we write anything or sign about anything, we should think first. And I loved because they are pinning on every point to know about a full thing or a direct thing.
Finish.
Oh, I love the merchant.
And God knows. The lost child is a story to explain to us how parents are important to us. This story highlights a bond of affection and love that the child shared with his parents, and how he was interested by some things, like for example, colorful balloons, some sweets, some games, but when he got lost and he didn't find his parents and some random person offered it to him, he didn't want it because he lost the interest because his parents was lost. He was not there. Thank you. Good morning, my name is Tayman. Today I'm going to talk about the lost child. The lost child is the story which explains to us that a person
For you.
I would like to talk about pollution. Pollution is a huge global issue, resulting in whole islands being drowned to insane droughts. We are destroying our natural resources and even our reasons for deaths too. We consume an average of 250 grams of plastic every year, resulting in 1 million people to die. The theory of the end of the world might be true, as the scientists and researchers say that the world would be dead after 2050 if the alarming rate of pollution.
Hello, my name is Mohammed C from 8B, and today I am going to be speaking about the chapter The Great Indian Bustard. The Great Indian Bustard is the heaviest flying bird in the world. It weighs about 15 kgs and is about 1.2 meters and 4 feet tall. There are only about 150 of that species left in this world. To prevent this extinction, we should replace the overhead power line